It's still whatever date I said it was from the previous day. Okay, real quick. I was sitting with those dreams again last night. And I'm wondering, totally be wrong, but just sitting with the themes of it, right? This feeling of like, I already went through that road. I'm putting the I'm part of the group that's putting the bricks for the rest of the people to like follow the road, right? Because I remember seeing the road and it was like you can get on it, but it needed attention. It just needed attention. It wasn't like that other one where like it was like this and I'm watching people go through that one and mine is like remember that one? It kind of reminded me of that one, only that I was on top on the road itself and I'm seeing parts that are like just, it's just old, like it hadn't been used in a long time. That was the feeling, that it just hadn't been used in a long time. And so my old colleague, supervisor, and her partner, we were there and we were like putting stuff on. I remember I think she's familiar with energy too. But anyways, that was the feeling, this knowing that we are familiar with the road, and so we're just getting it ready for other people to come to follow the road. But the first dream, I'm freaking wondering. I'm wondering if you are trying to find the easy way out. That's what I was wondering. Because I'm like, why am I being shown the road to this wonderful place? And there's this feeling of going, you know, like, what's her name call it? Spiritual bypass. Spiritual bypass. This element of like trying to like shortcut it, right? And I just remember seeing like these other entryways, but it was bricked up, and I knew, I'm like, oh, if I could only break down that wall, it's like a shortcut. Was the feeling. But every time I went around the back, it was just like it was blocked, and the only way through was through the water. That was the part that was scary. So it made me think of you. I'll say Jesus Cisneros. Are you trying to shortcut it? Are you trying to like do some type of spiritual bypass? Was what I was thinking. And for other people too, right? Like this element of like, one, clearly, if that is the case, I have a record, a documented record that I'm shown what people are trying to hide, right? So a little asterisk for you. You know, like I can see. So I'm wondering, not that I'm laughing, I am laughing, but it's just the surrealness. I'm laughing at the surrealness of it. Like, is this really possible, right? I don't know. I'm just trying to put the puzzle pieces together. And that's what came to mind. It's just like, you're trying to freaking find a shortcut. Because every time I saw it, there was this feeling of like, oh, like that would have been a shortcut. Christina Lopes talked about, I think it was Christina Lopes, not the other person that I listened to in the morning, MJ. Christina Lopes talked about spiritual bypass and how a lot of our leaders nowadays, not every leader, but a lot of leaders end up getting into trouble in their position, or people who try to reach their crown chakra without healing the other chakras first. And they end up making poor mistakes. They end up making mistakes that are detrimental, or not detrimental. They just make certain mistakes, and it creates the distrust, right? This it's like, well, we dependent on you. I think about church leaders a lot in that, when church leaders fall, right? And so it's this element of making sure you have to go through the process to align all the chakras so that you're not reaching to the top, right? Without addressing everything else that needs to be addressing, or else you're not going to be balanced. And so that's what came to mind. I was just wondering, I'm like, I will see if this is true. Because I don't know, I don't dog. If this is true, right? The track record that I had, like with this other fire sign, I was seeing it. I was seeing what he was trying to hide. Or what he didn't know he was going to hide. There was a feeling of like not knowing that that's what he was going to do. And then it unfolded in that way. So I don't know. For whatever it's worth, whatever I need to highlight, don't spiritual bypass it. Go through the water. The other thing, if I have time because the battery is running out, MJ talks a lot about how she has repeated themes in her dreams about her role. She holds the door. Oh, wait, before I get to that. So in other words, spiritual bypass people, whoever you are, go back to the beginning of my journey. I document everything. I document who I listen to, the experiences that I have, so that you're not alone, right? That you know what to expect. I have it in the description box, right? I talk about it. Look for the patterns. Look for the themes. I document it the way I document. I'm documenting who I'm listening to, right? Like, I'm documenting it. The answers are there. And now it's just this clearing up, like attending to it a little bit better, so it's smoother for people, right? Not that there isn't going to be pain, there is. But now there's purpose to it, right? There's purpose to it. MJ has a lot of videos, or a lot of dreams, where she's holding the door open for people to get on this train. So she's the one that's opening the door and kind of saying, hey, you have places to go. Look. So she's showing people the way onto the train. That's her role. So I was thinking about the dreams that I have that have been repeated in the themes. There's a lot of planting of seeds. There's a lot of me being the connection to like the orchard and families. Like I'm the common theme. I'm connected to a little bit of everything. The one where I'm in the water, I've gone through the water and I'm out of the pool, I'm still wet, and all of these high school students are waiting for me to show them how to get into the water. So I feel like I'm both an administrator, but also a student, an administrator, but a student, an administrator. This dual role of someone in power, or a teacher, administrator, teacher, but also continuing to be a student of life, right? That's what I'm putting together. I'm trying to think of the other themes. But I was just thinking about that. She mentioned it in one of her videos, how she continues to be the one who opens the door for people to get on this train because they have places to go, right? That's her role in this, masterpiece of life. I just want to record that. If there's any truth in that. And if not, just as a, FYI, like my dad used to say, FYI, for your information. Spiritual bypass. We can't do that. You gotta go through it. You gotta go through it. Okay. Hey you, my name is Yubi and I use she, they pronouns, and you've just finished watching a clip from my video diary entries where I'm documenting my healing journey as I learn how to navigate my spiritual awakening. I have learned that this experience and process is unique to each and every one of us in whatever way we are embracing living our truth. This just happens
happens to be my journey. And despite me having a graduate degree and a license in clinical social work, this by no means is intended to replace any type of formal mental health advice. This is just me on a personal level, shedding light on the truth that I am learning and discovering for myself as these experiences unfold, and really inviting you along for the ride. Please know that there is a time gap between when these videos post and my real timeline, and also that these clips build upon each other similar to chapters in a book. So if you find yourself lost or confused, feel free to click on the playlist section or the link below, where you can jump around, check out the other chapters, and or catch up. Also, please know that you're more than welcome to check out my website, www.youbecominghealed.com, where I've gathered all of this information, my background, experience, and education to create online self-paced courses to help you on your healing journey wherever you are. You're also more than welcome to check out my other YouTube channel at YouBecomingHealed, where I've entertained a podcast, including clips from these courses so that I can make this content accessible to more and more people. Please click like, subscribe, and share this content so again it reaches more people, with the hopes that other people will resonate and connect with the healing journey and the stories shared so that they don't feel alone in their own process. I thank you in advance. I'm grateful to you, and I wish you well.